Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we talk about the entire Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have a great show for you guys today. We have our weekend update. Well, we have a lot of stuff to cover today. It's everyone's honking, everyone's loud. It seems fun again. First time in a while, it really seems to be really fun again and exciting. And I think it's back, man. I think October is going to happen, and I think it's time to start getting exciting. It's time to start feeling good again, right? Because everyone's been really down in the dumps in August and September, and I feel like October is really something that we should take advantage of. And I think that we're gonna have the next 6 months are gonna be really fun. But without further ado, we bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? What's up? The
What's going
energy
on?
is being re-injected into ordinals, and I just wanted to start the show with a little bit of goose honk there. Yeah, man. The Goosinals movement is real. You never know whenever one of these ordinals projects starts to catch some steam and
Yeah,
energy. If it's gonna be, some of the top holders that hold a ton of them just start to floor them and kill the momentum. But it doesn't seem to be the case for this.
no,
So
not at all. I definitely agree. I think that this is obviously everything has its top, and I don't think we've hit it yet. We'll talk about the prices later, but I just think it's more than just price right now. It's momentum, it's excitement, and it's just fun again. And it kind of reminds me of, like, of when we first got in here in, like, late April, early May, right? So
yeah, definitely. I feel like that's whenever a lot of the Ordinals projects were actually starting to top. I think
yeah,
Frogs, like I said before, got to like the floor was like in the thousands, like multiple thousands.
yeah,
So we'll just have to kind of see, because at that time we have to remember that Bitcoin had gotten to like
yeah,
31,000, I think, before the
yeah,
month before. So you're looking at like a $4,000 or $5,000 swing, and when that happens, people kind of drop some of their profits from Bitcoin into ordinals. And
for
so
sure.
kind of hoping to see that actually for October for Bitcoin to get back to 30,000 if that's possible. And then also maybe even higher. And then November, we really could maybe see a little bit of this ordinal space getting, invigorated and
Yeah.
uh, start to move again.
I I
So
I think we do. I think we're at $27,885 right now in Bitcoin, and I think we're probably going to see around 30, 32, 34 by the end of the month. I mean, I'm wrong a lot on this stuff, but especially going back to our DeFi discussion days where we used to give price. Remember, I used to give prices and stuff
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
the next week. That was,
Oh, that yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. That's crazy. We did used to do that, but yeah.
yeah,
I think September being such a down month, and or just kind of just nothing, is like a blah, right?
yeah,
And if you look at the kind of past of how the previous fall was for having years, October seems pretty solid. If I don't think there was any negative Octobers in terms of Bitcoin prices, maybe one, but I doubt it. I think no, the lowest was like a small, like I think it was like maybe like 6% increase. Everything else
yeah,
was like pretty high. So October should kind of follow that trend. But we'll have to see. You can't predict the future exactly to a
yeah.
T.
And you got to remember too, the ETF in January probably going to get passed. With election year and BlackRock in the pockets of these politicians. On election years, they're going to say yeah to a lot of things, and I think the ETF is going to be one of them, and that's going to pump in billions and billions of dollars, which is going to enrich the Bitcoin holders now and allow them to dump their profits on the ordinal side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
of
I
things,
I
yeah,
think one thing that people have to pay attention to is that Bitcoin always goes up first. We already know that, and then Ethereum follows. But who do you think was putting their profits into Ethereum and the shitcoin casinos, right? It was, it starts with Bitcoin, right?
yeah,
It might not be a ton of those maxis, but there's people that aren't maxi minded that made a lot off of Bitcoin, and it
mhm,
trickles down over. So now there's a new element to the how the trickle down chart works, and it's going to go directly to like ordinals and Bitcoin DeFi first, or ecosystem, and then back up to Ethereum and down. I've mentioned this before. But yeah, man, talk to several people that have been in the game. They definitely feel like 2024 is going to be that like year of the bull.
yeah,
Possibly like the last chance to kind of get that generational wealth switch,
yeah.
changeover. So I'm excited about it, and we have tons to talk about today in the ordinal space, which is great. So many moving parts right now.
Yeah, 100%. Let's jump in. We got
Yeah.
this first.
Well, let's talk about the Goosinals. I know we kind of
Yeah,
started off with like the honk honk and Keck Maxi Biz is another
yeah,
project that I feel like is gaining some energy. The biggest thing is like Goosinals started as an idea that was spurred from a couple Twitter posts, right? So whenever that happens, whenever it's something like that that generates like the birth of something, usually like that's something that project or something really impacts like the space, like whether it
yeah,
be like builds a community really strong. And you already see it, like the Chinese community is fully on board with
yeah,
Goosinals. Block and I think Hyatt jumped into a Chinese space, and 1 in 2 out was in there as well as a speaker on stage, and it was just like in a translator, right? So this is a movement that I feel like is going to continue to surprise people with like the all-time highs that it reaches. We'll just kind of have to see where it ends up kind of being stalled. But yeah. And then
yeah,
Maxi Biz is also that derivative off of OMB that's also catching some energy, but like obviously a lot smaller supply than Goosinals. That I think Keck Maxi Biz might have like 150 or something like that. I
yeah,
have to double check. But these are projects that has one common denominator in them, and then that is that Hyatt is the one of the founders of each of these, which is
yeah.
that guy. If you don't know him, you need to follow him on Twitter, because he's definitely doing a lot of great stuff. Um,
And he's young, right? He's young. He's he has his he has his head on right, and he's just putting in the work, man. This guy, he's in the those spaces. He was the originator of the support desk, the ordinal
yeah,
support desk, right? If you have any
exactly.
questions, you can hop in there. He's in there 24/7. He might be taking a nap every now and then, but he's in there, and he'll answer any questions, and he definitely has that tech background where he can really help you out with a lot of things. So
Yeah, and I think he's an artist too, right? Like
yeah,
he is an artist, I believe. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry, but like he definitely learns a lot of the tech stuff to be able to help. But you can follow him at HYAIPE on X. And yeah, so he learns a lot of this stuff. He indexes it all. He like if
yeah,
there's a collection that he's a co-founder on, he indexes it all himself. I know he has the atomicals down. Like
yeah.
he's supposed to give us a little tutorial on some stuff. So yeah, so that's what I would say is follow him. What do you think about Goosinals in this movement? I mean, like, how are you seeing this?
So for me, it's organic, right? And it all nested from the ordinal support spaces, right? So and it's a based production, right? Based artist production. It's the ordinal support desk. And these guys are in there 24/7. They are putting in the work. These guys are blocked by TO, they're blocked by Leonidas, they're blocked by all the Ord influencers, the guys who are supposed to really be for like the
Support.
ordinals, but yeah, but these guys are the actual people doing it. Like
Yeah,
we joined the base community because I think we see things pretty early, and we saw that this is going to be something organically amazing. And I
yeah,
think that's when we started joining in there, and it really stemmed from just joining, just wanting to be in an ordinal space and talk about ordinals, and there wasn't any at all times of the day. It started
yeah,
with Beans Crypto Coffee, and now it's this 24-hour support group, and it's I don't know, I love it. I'm in there. They had us singing in there yesterday, singing for a Goosinal. I was in there singing "Ain't No Mountain High, No River Low," but it was a good time. And yeah, Crazy Max, he made some lyrics, and then everyone had to sing them, and he was giving away a goose for it. And it's just there's just so much fun happening, and it's the best part about it. It's not like kind of goes back to what I always say about like the grifters aren't here yet. Like nobody's grifting anyone. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's so natural and
yeah,
fun.
yeah. And you're 100% right on the base artist group, Ordinals group. Bean is the leader of that group. He's an awesome dude, man. we are in that group. We are part of the base community, but I'll say this, like with us, like we try to touch every part of the ordinal space. So we're a part of many communities, right? But this is one that I think like we definitely are happy that we got into this group because they're definitely innovative, and they weren't like recognized right away. It actually took quite a while, so now they're getting the recognition that they deserve. It's kind of like that Benny situation, right? Like Benny's getting the recognition that he deserves from track for building all this stuff. Same thing with Bean and base community, because they've been doing this for a while, but now like all the hard work is coming to fruition. Like with Goosinals, it just worked out. Once you have the hard work and the people in place, good things will happen. Right. So I can't wait to see Bean's art, because I've seen some previews on it and it's fire. It's fire stuff. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be prints or what, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting one. But yeah, we can take a look here at the Goosinals. You can see the floor is, let me refresh this. Yeah, the floor is 0.0028. Guys, when we first talked about this, I want to say the last update is when we first talked about it. The floor was 0.0005, I think. Is that correct?
It's between 5 and 8.
Okay. Yeah. So it's jumped up, more than 100%. If it's 0.5. Even 0.8, which would be 0.0016. So yeah, and some of our community members like KT, we love him. He definitely jumped on it, and none of this is financial advice, by the way, but like he jumped on it like whenever it was at those lower prices. But you can see here, and that the thing about this collection is Hype is starting to submit the attributes too. So a little alpha here. I don't know how much alpha this is, but like you can see that the regular duck is the front facing duck with nothing in the back. But then eventually you can see that some of the eyes are different colors. So that's an attribute. The flower in the hair for the girls. And eventually you get to the sideways duck. That's a completely different one. And then you get to the crown. So the crown is one that the Chinese community like really likes a lot, right? So the floor in the crown is 0.00322. And then you keep going. See some more sideways, different colors. And then really the next rare one is going to be the MoMA background, which MoMA, modern Museum of Modern Art is what it stands for. And let's see where so this is the first MoMA. You can see right here with this kind of design in the back, the M right there. And sometimes the M's not up here, like one of these might be up there because it's backwards. But this weird design in the background is the MoMA. The floor for the MoMA is 0.0045. So if you have one of those, then that's a rare one. And then the last thing is, I'm going to get to it real quick, is the grid. If you have a grid, those are highly, highly sought after. Not financial advice, but I think the flora on a grid is I want to say 0.88. Let me see. Right there. 0.88. 0.0088. So this, and there's like 2x2, which is the 4 grid, 3x3. It goes all the way to 12x12, but these are super rare. I just kind of wanted to show that so people kind of knew what to look for.
100%. Huge fans of the base community, the Goosinals, the Keks. Keks, they're cool. Maybe not for me. I'm not invested in Keks, but I think that's pretty awesome what they're doing and stuff like that. But you are a fan of these, correct?
I am, because I feel like they're like a mutant type derivative. Now, the reason why I say that is because there's been some OMB members that have gone into the base chat and kind of had a good reception of these. And then there's been a couple that probably weren't too crazy about them. But at the end of the day, it is a, free capital market. OMB is, from what I know now, isn't like a, copyright situation or anything like that. So I think the derivative works though, because it's a hard play on like mixing like that Pepe meme culture into OMBs. And you can tell like it's enough to distance them away, but still have the energy of OMB in terms of the art.
For sure.
So he's dropped the green eyes, and then eventually like the blue eyes and red eyes and stuff will start to trickle in more. There's 183 of these. The floor is 0.0075, so it's much more affordable, like entry. It's kind of like how the mutants were, right? That's the reason
Yeah.
why they started the mutants, was to make it more affordable for people. And eventually, what mutants got up to, like, I think $100,000 floor. So just something to think about. I like them. I own one. Not financial advice, just full disclosure. And I own multiple geese too, full disclosure.
Yeah.
But just don't be an amateur, or just listen to one person and say, oh, I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket. No,
Yeah.
no pun intended here. But just do your own research. Use us other videos or whatever as research only purposes
Yeah.
only. And
And
you'll be
these are up a
fine.
lot, guys. These are up a lot. So, if you're FOMOing in now, if you want to pick up one or two, I think that's fine. But just don't go all in at these prices. But I could be wrong. This thing could shoot up another, 300%. I don't know. I'm a holder. I'm going to continue to hold. I got in pretty cheap, and I'm happy with holding, and I'm probably going to hold for the long term. So
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Like I mentioned, this started from a tweet from the original artist, which definitely has his presence in the space and in the art world. And so that trickled over to a tweet from Domo, which trickled over from Block and High Up, just saying, hey, this could be a good opportunity for the base community, and they took advantage of it. So props to them.
sure.
This is huge for the space too. And for those who might not have gotten in early, and you're a bigger figure in the space, just I would say, like, be happy for these guys, right? Because they've been working hard, and connect with them more if that's the
Yeah.
case, right? Because like everybody wants to eat, everybody wants to win, everybody wants to see ordinals shine, and this is a good
Yeah.
opportunity for that.
And the best part, it's kind of like like a like a come up for them to be blocked by TO and those guys, right? They like brag about it. Like, we're blocked by those guys. It's that it kind of makes them who they are. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think that here's the thing that I feel like is kind of funny, and um I feel like if those larger figures were to just jump in the room and actually like talk to them,
Yeah.
they would embrace them. Like, Based is like that. There's been multiple people that have
Yeah.
gone into the chat that they kind of joke around and give a hard time, but they're busting their balls because, of not getting any recognition at all, to like now, people. So it's just, dude, don't
Yeah.
take things so personal, especially in this space. Think about your day-to-day life, dude. You got
Yeah.
families, you got, like, that's the serious stuff to
Mhm.
handle. This stuff that we're in right now, this is for fun. This is what
Mhm.
we're doing is for fun, and especially in this innovative part of Ordinal. So just, bring love and open-mindedness, and of
Yeah.
course, call things out if they need to be called out. I agree with that, but I'll do it in a way that the communication's effective. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's so important. That's the 99% is
Yeah.
communication. The 1% is, the actual context, the words and stuff that you say.
Yep.
It's how you
And like,
communicate.
exactly. And then there was an issue the other, like, I think, like, on Friday night, and Benny from Track was in there just to help them solve it. And you had Wild in there, Ordinals Wild in there, and everyone was trying to help them solve an issue. It was really awesome. It was unique, and it was it was fun. It was definitely
Yeah.
cool to see, and just seeing guys like Benny go in there. It's like, that's no excuse now for these bigger guys not to go in there. So
Yeah, 100%. And another chance for us to give a shout out to Benny, because that's not his normal group that he goes into spaces with, but he was in
no,
there for a while, man. He was
it
like,
was.
hey, like, what's going on? So another reason for me to be even more bullish on Track in the future of
Yeah.
Track. But yeah, so Goosinals, Honk, and based group chat, man, keep moving strong. All
Yeah, I meant
right.
that IO/Prince.
So some pretty big news with the
Yeah.
Prince side of things. They 2 days ago they announced that um, you can start to sell certain prints that have already been minted out, to their full number on secondary. And so something kind of it's a little weird because it definitely shocked me seeing what people are listing these for, and not a ton of volume. Actually, not much volume, but there's some. But
Do you want to share the screen?
yeah. So what I wanted to ask what your thoughts were on kind of what you've seen so far from it before I jump into it for the audience.
I really haven't seen much. I'm a huge fan of Gadfly, and I only bought one. And now seeing at $406, I wish I would have bought a second one that I could flip. But no, for me, I have no intention to sell any of my prints, but it's definitely cool to see what they're going for. But this is kind of like our talk with the guy from Gamma, and basically I said like I don't want to see the prices. I don't want to know how much they're worth, because
Yeah.
it's enticed me to sell. And selling in October before a bull having a bull year is that might not be the smartest thing to do.
Yeah. So I think that we're starting to see that it is true that there is a lot of true collectors in from the Prince movement by Gamma, because you can see what they're trying to price them for. They're like, okay, if I'm going to let go of this, I'm going to let go of it for like a good chunk of Bitcoin, right? And
Mhm.
you can see here the lowest price that's listed for this iconic Sir Gadfly piece, the Hoodsie by Sir Gadfly, the original first Prince edition. There's not the original piece, sorry, but the first release that is numbered up to 100. The lowest price is $403. There's 4 listings. If we click on this, you can see the cheapest is $403. Then it goes to 417,
Mhm.
and then 431 and 470. Now there has been one that was sold for 83.70 or 83.57. So that's the only sell for this one. But if you take into account how much you spent, so this is a 4x almost already, right? Because I think it
Yeah.
was around, with fees, it might be a little bit less, like 3x, 3 point something x. But I think it was probably like $22 or something
Yeah.
after fees. So that's a good start. But definitely want to see more volume. It's
I agree.
exciting to see, what people are valuing these at, because some of these other ones are definitely um like the boozy stuff. Here, I'll get to that.
It's a really, really cool looking art too.
Yeah.
Z stoked.
Oh, so this is Boozy.
Bottom
Everybody,
signal.
yeah, everybody knows Boozy from, he's the artist that did partner up with Trevor for the Ninja Alert stuff, and he is a partner in Counterfeit Culture. He's a co-founder,
Yeah.
him and Prism. So if you look right here, so the cheapest one for this bear is 278. That's listed. There's 5 listings, but look at what people value these at. So the lowest is 278. Then it jumps to 2,500, 757. Another
Wow.
2,700, 13,000, 19,000. So people, I mean, this is number one. This is the very first one. So this one's
Yeah.
going to definitely go for the most. But you can see, like, people are, that's why I said there's more collectors, it seems like, because people are like, look, if I'm going to let go of this very first Boozy piece
Mhm.
edition, I'm going to make sure that, like, someone's paying me for it,
Yeah.
And you're not just seeing it with a couple of them, you're seeing it with multiple different ones,
Hmm.
And so I don't know. But obviously, they, like I said, they have to be fully minted out. So this one still won't be able to be for sale until it hits the 150. Um, yeah, 3 listings for this one, 153 up to 470. But anyways,
And
what?
I'm hoping they come up with a better marketplace system for these, because I struggle with trying to look for something to buy, because a lot of it's not minted out yet, and some are. So I wish there was like a
Different section that you could just go to or something with all the ones that are
exactly.
available for secondary. So Gamma, if
Exactly.
you're hearing us, that is a suggestion that we offer, is
Yeah.
maybe build a different section on the Gamma site for secondary print,
I
availability.
actually was thinking 2 different sites, like a Gamma marketplace and a Gamma print mint, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
I
agree.
went I think 2 separate ones, because ones would, you go to do your prints, and you don't want like the servers to get overloaded from too many buys and stuff. So I feel like just 2 separate ones would be nice. So you can kind of go get the printment out, and then if you want, you take them to their marketplace.
Yeah, like this is almost kind of like the launchpad side of things, like,
Exactly.
you know, and then the other one is like the marketplace. I agree 100%. Gamma, we think that you should do that because like what that will do is it's going to like really truly set a clear secondary marketplace for it versus this is kind of murky. It's mixed in, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know this is minted out and stuff. This is so dope. I wanted this, but literally was
I
like
got one.
$5 short of being able to mint it. And
what's it going for?
Yeah, Lee, 22,000 is the highest, and then but the lowest is 102. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they sell.
I have number 19.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so Nolish is definitely the one that has sold the most.
Yeah.
And it might be a good time to jump into his stuff.
Did Sir Gadfly's last one get minted out?
I think it's
Go
about
up.
50,
I just seen it.
I think it's like 50 short, which is a little shocking because
Yeah.
it's like 52. I actually love this piece
I know.
though. Like, you know, I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So
What about that one? That get minted out?
Yep.
Could you check that for me? What's the highest buys? Nice. That's awesome.
So 139 all the way to 13. You got two of the pieces that I wanted recently.
Well, you got that boozy, man. The first boozy bear.
I have both boozies. I have both
wow.
boozies. Yeah, the second bear too. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like you. These I'm probably gonna end up holding. I do like the art aspect of it, but also I feel like it will be more lucrative whenever things get bullish and again, you know. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. What's next on the docket?
Here, this one I'll let you kind of guide because this is something that you've been on.
The rare sats market. All right. So yesterday, why I popped this up, just go over magic sat stuff.
Yeah. So we released a video with Corey. We had Corey on from Magusats, and you know, just kind of broke down how the platform works and you know how they got into the rare set industry and his view on the outlook of it. And everybody's that I've talked to, including us, are really bullish on rare stats just because the collectability of it and it really does, you know, change digital artifacts, you know, and how people view them, and adds that extra layer of value, right, to the artifact.
So if you go to magisat.io, you'll see what we're talking about. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, but you should definitely go watch that because we really break down everything, how it started, his background, and everything like that. And for us, you know, it's all really about the people. So you know, seeing that he was a great person and just a great dev, and you know, and hearing the awesome rare sat hunting stuff was really cool. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. But yeah, so this is the site right here. These are the ones that they offer. They have different categories as well, but my favorite is the uncommons. Uncommon, you can get uncommon right now for 0.0055, and they don't have the years on them yet, but he said they're going to have the years on them. But these are probably they do right here. Okay, 2023, 2022, 2022. So I like these a lot. I'm a huge fan of rare sats. I see. I'm not a fan of all the rare sats though. I'm more of a fan of like
the rare ones.
Yeah. Like the uncommons, which is the first sat in every block, right? Or no?
Yeah. The first sat in every block.
Yeah.
Which brings it to 811,000.
Yeah. The epics, obviously, there's only 2. So yeah, I like these. The pizza sats, I'm not really huge on block 78 and stuff like that. But
I think when you can combine them, it's a little bit different. Like, so if you go back and there's a pizza palindrome hybrid, right?
Pizza palindrome.
So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, there's only 100K total, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty rare. So that's something that you have to also consider. You know, if it hits
very true.
You know, multiple, like, what's the rarity of hitting all those, right? And so. But yeah, I agree with you. Like the black sats is something that's interesting too because it's newer. So it's the opposite of the uncommons to where it's the last. So you have black epic and black black.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is there black uncommon? Oh, so they don't
Black
have the
rare.
black stat. Okay, yeah, black rare,
There's
which
more
is
categories here, yeah.
yeah. Maybe they end up adding
Block
the black
knives.
stat, but black
Block
stat is
knives are
the
cheap.
yeah. Black stat is the
What's that?
last one in each block, so it's the opposite
Yeah.
of uncommon. So maybe they add those in because people have been talking about those a lot. Oh, there it
Well, I
is.
guess
Black
that's
uncommon.
black
Yeah,
common, right?
exactly. That's exactly
They're
what
actually
that is.
cheap. Like
Yeah.
they're not even 0.001, which
Yeah.
is like they're like $10.
Yeah, yeah. So I think those they're kind of like the cursed version of uncommons in a sense because
Yeah.
they're at the end. But it's the very last one though. So I think those
Yeah.
will do decent.
Are these underrated? Like, should I pick some of these up? Because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean the you have to look at the circulation is the exact same, right? So you're looking at 811,000 total.
What?
So, but the uncommons will definitely always be, in my opinion, they'll always be worth more. But the black
I don't
commons
know,
will
man.
still have their value because the supply is very low. It's just the same, and it's also hitting that last one before the new block starts. Hitting that
Dude,
very last stat before the new block starts. So yeah.
If I was building a project, I'm going black uncommons.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's like the people that have used are trying to use these. It fits their narrative. Like I think Classified is doing something with those.
Yeah.
Which their thing is like black and white art,
Yeah.
right? And so I think like hitting the right narrative with it makes sense, right? So
I agree.
and if you just sell them individually in the bull market, I think that you'll easily I don't know. Probably like 50x your money on that.
This is a 5x just to get to the uncommon price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, wow. I don't know. I might have to pick some of these up. I'm not going to do it till this video is out, though. I don't want to be a scum. So I'll wait till the video goes out, and then I'll give it a few hours. But then I'm going to buy. But
yeah. Who knows? Maybe Ordinal Revolution comes out with a little something special. And
black uncommons?
uses black uncommon. So but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love this part of the market, man.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much upside here.
Really is.
So much upside because right now the way the market is, people that are spending money on collectibles are really hardcore collectors.
Yeah.
But once money starts to flow back in, there will be like so many like normies that are starting to collect, because there's more money and people are more willing to spend. And that's the point where you already have had a lot of these and you're just waiting,
Bro, did this price just shoot up? Oh, no, it didn't. Same price. Never mind. No, but I think you're 100% right. 100%.
Yep. But yeah, man. A lot of moving parts in the market. And I feel like that this is good stuff, guys. It's like we got to remember that like in September everything was slow, and now this energy is starting to kind of like move throughout ordinals again, and hopefully like the overall market can see some pickup, and then it trickles down again. And there's so many different things to like, so this is one thing that I've done personally, not financial advice. So I'm letting you guys know this is me personally. I've been trying to, because there's so many exciting things in ordinals, I've had to kind of take a step back and say, okay, I want to focus on this, and this. I know that like this and this could also like be something great, but I can't spread myself too thin in terms of my focus, because what will happen then I'll lose track on like the stuff that I really think is has like solidified itself to be strong. And so that's just something that I'm doing, and it's starting to work out pretty well for me, because we're still in this space so early. If you're paying attention every day, no matter what, even if you're a little bit late, it's okay. You're still way earlier than 90% of the community, like crypto community, so
100%. I agree. All right.
Well, all right, I think we can just jump into the updates, unless you have anything else.
Yeah, since I'm here, I might as well jump right into Magic Eden first, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We talked about it already, but it's looking like the uncommon. No, this is something new. So what is this? Do you see this? All block 9 sats, uncommon Doge prints.
Oh, they're just
This is
like
new.
they're they look like little Doge prints, like little dogs. So you can
Kind of
damn dude,
high.
0.001.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, but they're
I'll
on,
probably be.
I think they're on uncommons. No, they're all
Yeah.
block 9 sats. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on uncommons. Yeah, that's a bit high for me.
Yep. So let's hop right into it. Order Maximus. We're looking at the 7-day in the number 1 spot for now, sitting at 0.20. Goosinals really solidifying themselves as the top 2 candidate, 0.00278. Bitmap coming in third, sitting at 0.00022. A top right into your bitmaps. Let's get the other prices of these guys. Go to categories. If you wanted a 1-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 3 Bitcoin. If you wanted a 2-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 0.095 Bitcoin. If you wanted a 3-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 0.018. If you wanted a 4-digit bitmap, you'll be paying, when it loads up here, a 4-digit bitmap is not happy with me. If you wanted a 5-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 0.0034. Let's jump back to the 4s here. For some reason, 4s aren't loading up. We'll have that on your next update. Jumping back to Magic Eden. 12-fold sitting at the number 4 spot, sitting at 0.95. The frogs, in my opinion, really ribbit. It's kind of really cheap here. And obviously right now it's really just there's not a lot of liquidity in the market, so it needs to come from somewhere. And I feel like a lot of liquidity going into the Goosinals is coming from the frogs and the Maxi Biz. So I think that's why you're seeing them low here.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens when people start taking profit on the Goosinals if they do. So Keck Maxi Biz sitting in that 6th spot, sitting at 0.0075. The BTC machines sitting at 0.971. Or cash, really all over the place. Went all the way right down yesterday to 0.0021, back up to 0.00259, sitting in that 8th spot. BTC DGods sitting at 0.31. Bit Apes, by the way, App Club members sitting at 0.0049. The Mesh Beetles sitting at 0.017, and the Bitcoin Punks in the 12th spot sitting at 0.0174.
What is the floor for Osh Cash?
Osh Cash is 0.00259.
Okay.
So definitely hit there. So it definitely was down to 2-1 yesterday.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like definitely being traded. This is something that we want to get into. It's kind of like an auction thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they're trying to do something similar to the Prince thing, but it looks like if you click on it and then you can maybe you have to deposit a certain amount of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like I think to make a bid. So it's interesting. I don't know. It's too confusing for right now because there's so much stuff going on. But we'll kind of have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, man. New collections, latest sales. Oh, none really going on. Seems like the Goosinals and a few other things are really taking the sales, but yeah.
Nice,
yeah, man. That is your Magic Eden Ordinals update.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to switch over to the BRC20 side of things, which has been kind of boring. Obviously, the energy's been towards the Goosinals and stuff like that. And plus, we're all waiting for the Unisat swap. So until that happens, I do think that it's going to be slow. But let's check this out. So the Sats reclaimed its crown at number 1 in terms of volume, up 5.28%. So 100 billion sats will get you, or it costs $750. So it's kind of like overall just a little bit like I feel like hovering between 750 to like $850 in terms of what 100 billion would cost. But like I said, everybody's waiting to be able to trade these a little bit smoother and faster with a swap with liquidity pools and stuff. So Number 2, Track up 2.06%. Man, Benny has done nothing but like benefit his brand and stuff. So I think the token is also taking benefits from that. It's at 38 cents. It's doing damn good in my opinion in terms of like where we are with market conditions. Man, like I just keep getting more bullish personally on Track as a token.
One thing about Track though is like people don't understand like Benny has LLC now. He's he's a company. Track is now a company in looked at and in Germany. So
Investable,
it's an investable company that it's now getting backers. And Benny has already said multiple times that he wants to do buybacks on this token. So I am super bullish. Well, if he does what he says, if he goes and gets the investors money, and then he gets a building for Track, and then starts hiring devs to kind of do his day to day, and he can kind of focus on like more things and really building the the indexers and stuff. This could be huge. It's 30 cents could easily be $30 in the bull run, right? And even going forward, and this is not financial advice. I'm just seeing what I see from the day to day, and I am very excited, and I am a holder of this token. So take it for what you think it's worth. But I'm a huge fan of what they're doing with this token.
Yeah, and for clarity, I am as well a little bit, but like definitely looking to find an entry to DCA a little bit more because I believe in the future of Track. Early on, I took some profits and I made sure to leave this little bag that I don't touch because I remind myself, remember Bitcoin in the beginning and all that stuff. So number 3, Ordi is even. So no volume there in the last 24 hours, which is shocking because it's the most popular BRC20. It's sitting at $3.49. Ooh, that's pretty cheap. So maybe I might find an entry with Ordi there. Oshi down 1.71%, sitting at $223. I'm actually surprised this hasn't tanked even more. Just because with all this confusion and stuff that's going on with coming out of that camp. But maybe there's some hardcore believers. Maybe it's some of the teams holding these tokens. Who knows why? But it's and until there's like a big announcement or official like MVP like product drop or something like it's in my opinion I'm staying away. That's just me personally. And go ahead.
In the words of Jim Cramer, sell. But that's just my opinion.
Well, then you should do the opposite because he's always wrong.
That is true. I'll be the Jim Cramer, guys. This thing might go to $1,000 tomorrow.
So OXBT is up 2.94%. Wow, this is pretty low in terms of the actual price. So it must have dropped to like 29 sat. So we're looking at still at 1 penny. But we'll see. XBT is going to be one of those ones that people are watching when the swaps out, see how much liquidity is provided and how that looks. Orpo is up 162%, so that's a pretty significant jump up, sitting at 6 cents. They've been working on their bridge for a while. I don't know if there's something here, and they're just quiet in terms of their camp. Not much coming out of there. BTCS up 2.47%. This token kind of swings left and right just because there's a strong community behind it. It's sitting at 7 cents, which is solid for a 21 million supply token. And so I do expect BTCS to be one of the winners coming out of like once the swap launches.
I agree.
Council down 7.72%, sitting at $65. Not much coming out of that camp. They did say that we did get an update from one of the team members just saying, hey, they're going to have an announcement for their community, and they are still working in the background. So we'll see what happens there. Honk is down 12%. This token is a meme token based off, a play off of the Goosinals. Looks like it is, let's see, not at a penny. I think there's like 21 billion supply of this. So it's a little bit up from what the mint price was, I believe. So 100 million will get you, it will cost you $228.
Yeah.
But
no.
But close to 100 million will cost you like, so it'll probably be a little bit more like 180.
Yeah.
Something like that. So we'll see what happens with this. It's definitely a meme play, but Goosinals is also kind of a meme play. So maybe this will have some legs. It's number 9, so that's not bad. And then top 24 hours. And then Texo is up 0.57%. Dozy is even. Meme is up 20.27%. This is one of the first BRC20s that I think it was number 2 actually that ever launched. It's sitting at $11.86. Scob is up 3.6%. Not sure what that is. Chat is up 18.18%. Brie Plus is up 22.5%. Pizza, this is the OG BRC20 meme, is even. VDBX is even, and Pipe is even. So you can see with these zeros, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ordi actually has 0 volume. It's shocking. So 5 out of 24, 5 out of the top 18 actually. Goodness.
Yeah.
Didn't have any volume the past 24 hours. Unisat, get that swap fired up. Let's go.
We need it, man. We're dying here for it. But I honestly though, it could be perfect timing with Bitcoin being at like 34K and a swap comes out. Because you know, if the swap comes out, you definitely want excitement towards it. If everyone's feeling how they're feeling now, then it's just kind of like, so it could be a timing play as well.
100%.
So
I agree with that.
You want to play with the swap for a second? See if there's anything new?
Yeah, let's pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, the passes now are getting pretty cheap. They're about $100 now on Unisat. If you guys want to pick up your own pass, we'll have to wait like a few days after you buy the pass because you have to wait so many blocks. But then you can mess with this yourself as well. We have a pass from Unisat themselves, so we are able to use this.
Yeah, so let's check it out. We haven't checked this out in a couple days, so you know, the biggest thing that I look for all the time is like, okay, can I stake my liquidity? And you can't right now. Your LPs can't be staked. So I don't know. Maybe you have to let's try to add liquidity here.
100 Ordi for 5.4 sats, which is crazy math, but
yeah, really,
so
yeah,
fast.
it doesn't work. So yeah, so then you can go to, you can't do the stake or unstake options anymore. But yeah, so just kind of has this. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. There's no updates that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Let's see if
add
they
any new tokens.
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say because I did.
Still no track.
Yeah, I was about to say I mint. Oh, there. Yeah, it is.
Oh!
I minted some. I was like, dude, are they gonna? If I mint some track, are they gonna do this? So this is good that you said. Wait, I did. Oh, okay. So this is a good actually learning opportunity for the audience. Yeah. Okay. So I minted the track, which puts my track into the BRC20 balance. Okay. So what you actually have to do at this point is you got to deposit. So when you deposit the BRC20s into the module, you just go to deposit, right? And then you hit, so right here is swap and deposit. Then you do inscribe transfer. Wait, hold on a second. I need to pick what I want to deposit first. So next to deposit, then you go to track. And it says that I have 10,000 that I can deposit, right? Yeah. Available. So
this is kind of already kind of like what you do already when you want to sell in the NFT form, right?
Exactly.
Pretty similar.
Exactly. So then you just tell how much you want to deposit into the module. Then you hit next. Then you hit next. Then you sign and pay. This is the longest waiting part. So this is perfect because I wanted to show, the audience like, okay, so now you're just waiting 3 blocks. And then once those 3 blocks are done, then you'll have it available. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you got to get it transferred. Then you hit deposit. So this is the last step. This is the last step. This is the 3 block thing. So then you hit sign. Please wait for 3 confirmations.
Which just takes about anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes.
Well, 3 confirmations is at least 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
right?
so.
Because isn't it?
Well, no, because that's 3
confirmation.
blocks.
Yeah, but one confirmation per block.
You might be right. Okay.
Maybe you can get 2 confirmations in black. I don't know. I gotta research on that. Anyways, so I would say on average, to be safe, it is around 30 minutes because I timed it, because there's no way I can see it's going to say no balance.
Yeah. Until
So
it pops up.
So there you go, guys. You guys saw the process of what you have to do once. So obviously, a lot of you guys won't have to mint your BRC20s. They'll already be in your wallet, but you'll still have to go through that process to enter them in the module for the swap.
Yeah.
The process that we just went through. Okay, guys. So, and then that's it. Wait for 30 minutes, and then you can swap like we've been swapping on the the last couple of times that we've shown how to do it.
Yep. All
But
right.
I think that
I guess
we'll end on this. What's in the wallet? Yeah, so we're just gonna touch on this. Nothing new in here. Just still kind of want to showcase the stuff that is in here. So we had the 2 Bitcoin maxis that were initially sent over. Same thing with the 2 bitmaps are still in there. By the way, that are both of these are utilized for the bitmap valley. So once that starts going and getting built out in templates and stuff, we'll showcase that. Bavo, big shout out to Bavo for BitPep Season 1. Neo Yato, some BitGod was asking what new ordinal collection should he take a look at, and some people said Neo Yato Citizen. So shout out to Neo Yato. Check out their collection. Pepe and Miladies had a baby, and this is Pepe and Miladies. And then Reflections by Ord Banksy, OG Mint Pass. So we're still waiting for announcements from them. I believe he was waiting on some meme pool activity to slow down. Last thing I saw. Mr. J, shout out to Mr. J, Skelly Uni. Someone in the community sent this over. Kimmy Boy. So guys, take a good look at this, because this is going to be a future ordinal collection. He's been very taking his time and making sure everything is perfect on it. So just wait till this announcement happens with this drop. We're anticipating it, highly anticipating this. So Flip Frogs. This was sort of a recursive type play. It's SVG file calling the Flip Frogs derivative type of thing off of the frogs. And then Foxy OG Pass, shout out to Foxy. Shout out to bitlive.live, our Ordinal Revolution channel, Ordinal here. And then BRC20 swap Ordinal from Unisat. And guys, you can always send it to the wallet in the description, and we'll showcase your stuff too. So just wanted to touch on that.
Yes, sir. And if we don't know what it is, we'll research it live. So if you guys want to send us something, put it in there, or give us reason to look at it over here on the video. So
exactly. Yeah, that's it, man. That was a good weekend market update.
Yep. I feel like we always get to the hour mark, right? Or not even like
lately
on purpose. Yeah. It's just been a lot to go over.
Exactly. So. Which is good for you guys. Think about that. Like, if our updates are taking longer, that means more activities happening in the space.
This time next year is going to be 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, we're going to have to probably like have meetings before our updates just to like cut things down and stuff like that. But
for sure,
that I'll gladly, accept that, because that means that everybody's sitting nice.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, we appreciate you. Remember, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify. If you can't watch, you can definitely listen. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the views, the clicks, everything, the shares. We just appreciate it all. And yeah, that's it from me.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely love the support, guys, and we're growing. Help us get to 1,000. 1,000's that first kind of rites of passage type of thing for any YouTube channel. So we appreciate the support. Keep trying to share us so we can get more subs, and we love you guys.
And we would definitely have a giveaway at 1,000, something we've talked about. So maybe we'll let someone pick something from what's in the wallet. Well, no, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just give something away. Let's see. We're still in talks, but we definitely have some type of big thing for that, especially to the people who's been here, especially when we were when we were DeFi Discussions podcast. So appreciate everyone who still listens from our OG days. But
yeah, for sure, man. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Peace.